no tunes in the background because I'm just going to be all about the VCOM Challenge Cup that awards you the gold ball spin. This is going to be the semi-final, and I've played it once before and I got paired with Manchester City in the semi-final on top player, and they took me to penalties and they won in penalties. It was one each after ET, so it was quite a decent match. I don't know if it's just because I'm off the ball a wee bit or whatever, but it proved decent fun, to be honest with you. So I don't know if it's just because I'm off. I just thought, right, okay, I'll just stream the next couple of matches just for the summit today. I'm just going to get a link up. The reason for no tunes is I was just enjoying the quiet over the last hour there. So thought I'd go on with that. One of very few times in the last few weeks really when it gets to where the evenings can be nice and quiet. Just been, like I say, there's just been a lot of work and stuff been going on around here. It just seems really quiet outside as well. So I just thought I'd stick with it. Sorry, just been a bit quiet in this intro. Just make sure I got a link up. So, situation here is, before I look at any form, I thought 2 Italians up top, fully Argentinian midfield, centrally in defence at least is French, even with the option off the bench would be French. It would just really be wing backs, and then just some obviously options off the bench. A couple of Brazilians in there. Maradona as a support striker, to support the Argentinian, offering support to the Italians. Maybe that works well because he once played in Italy, eh? Who knows? Doubt it. But let's see what we can do. Exactly what I want to do, that's good. I'll roll with that. Now, I got beaten the last semi-final played. I got Manchester City and they beat me, so there's that. And I don't know if my plays, let's say, I don't know if my play's just been off or whatever. It's still proving quite enjoyable. I think that's just the best way to put it. It's if my game's off, it's demanding more of me clearly at the moment, and that's fair enough. And I swear, I swear there are slight gameplay tweaks with these live updates week to week. They're not necessarily patched because they're not patched into the final product or anything, I don't think. I mean, I've not played enough offline to see if applying live data, you know, which would be in exhibition mode, I know that much, in versus mode as well. If you were to play that exclusively and just went and rolled with form updates for certain teams and stuff, if you would over time feel that things are changing week to week. Interesting thought. Geeky all the same, but interesting. So I can do exactly what I want here. I'm going to set defensive on one of these. Now, he is by nature apparently, and I don't know if it only applies if he plays defensive midfielder, but he's saying he's got anchorman playing style. In a centre midfielder, I don't know if the anchorman part really becomes apparent or not. So what I'll do is, I'll probably come back to that. Well, if I stick that in Fernandez, it really should be him though, shouldn't it? I just don't know if his natural movement without instruction will actually be pretty good given he's playing style. Why don't we do this then? I'm going to stick defensive on him. Fernandez, because I know what that's like. In defence, have wing backs. Might turn them off initially. I will turn them off initially, I just need to remember to do it. Start the game a little bit more on the front foot. I smashed Sevilla in the quarter-final, 6-1.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe.
3 for Zaza, 2 for Catania and 1 for Cunha.
Will be with us
Cunha's
anytime now. My name's
so, I mean,
Peter
it was a
Drury,
walkover,
and here's
but
my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
On the score sheet.
As you can see, we've already started
goals,
here.
Getting midfielders on the assists.
So, Jim, tell me this: who are you looking for in particular here? He's had
Right
a
away, taking the lead here.
and it's a goal.
Well, the whole idea
And
is the
Catania, I'm telling you,
that sets their tone beautifully.
this guy is proving pretty good even at his current level at the moment. His OVR's saying 80. I think I've taken off a couple of levels since he's went to that 80 OVR as well, but he's just really proven pretty good. And in the last game certainly, and I know, you know, I'm conscious of the level difficulty there, just him and Zaza were linking up really well, and I just wonder if that might be I think as a partnership I want to work with anyway. Because Zaza ain't no wee striker, wee forward, do you know what I mean? But he is fast and powerful, got up to level 48,
Still a
he's doing
fragile lead,
ridiculous
though.
things
They can't afford to sit
when it
on
comes
this.
to finishes and link up even, but finishing in particular. He's already got acrobatic finish, but it's just some of them are just ridiculous, the efforts he tries now. And the accuracy and power he's able to generate.
And the counter is
a
on.
bit of possession there. And again, Catania. Inside to Netza. Pizarro. Again, a bit off,
Who's
still
getting
on
there?
the level 1. But
Perez.
he played alright in the last game. I thought I'll give him another run out then. I want to go with this all Argentina midfield theme. Catania again. Oof.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Catania again.
Out to the left it goes. Going for goal. Done very well to get to that.
Zaza on the end yet though.
High-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
I caught this sweet.
Massive lead.
He absolutely has. And it's Catania again.
Easy. They
People.
are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Great corner, and he did the
Off
rest.
the bar.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong...
Target man's absolutely amazing in this game. Getting a good target man.
His second of the game,
It's
and an eye
learning how
now
to
for the
use them.
hat-trick.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here.
And
And
I think the
either
thing about
add to the
Catania and
lead
his
or
leveling up in
close it out.
particular, something a
Surely
bit
they'll
stronger
manage one or the
in
other.
particular, is dribbling. Like I say, he's got no special skills. He's just got the playing style and obviously his physical attributes, but he has an interesting little bit of stats going on.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Just regards to the spread, what's good.
Forward it goes. Ball's out on the left now. Out for a throw.
Why I'm kind of, well, hopefully I see even more of it as I level them up more, but Metza and Acuna in the flank are attack-minded wide-minded, but they actually do have decent
It's anyone's ball.
defensive stats, respectable.
Looks to slip it through. Plays it back. Tries the
Fucking
cross.
the nerve, Tanya. So just a wee bit more combativeness on either flank, but also trying not to give up completely on the creative side. Just an inside across, maybe. That's silly.
Gone along.
He switched his left foot though, which is
Long
awful.
and direct. Nainggolan. Al-Sharawi. Kolarov.
There he goes, oh,
It's a promising
big
run he's
time.
making on the right. He's got away. So what now?
I'm not taking any chances, let's say.
Turns and goes back. Big
Played away
chance!
back in at this level. Oof. The
He's
previous
been out
match,
try.
Netzer.
More than decent attempt, Peter.
Just a huge run by me. Tim. Caught it decent enough, but didn't get a movement on it.
Gone along. Tries a through ball. Hits one. More and more and more
Well,
and more. They are
putting top player to the
running
sword a
riot.
little bit here.
Surely now, beyond all doubt. Perfect
Zaza with a right
placement.
foot
The
finish.
one place the keeper couldn't
Tanya with
reach.
the back heel.
Well, I think two
Ignacio just
keepers would have had a hard
serving
time
up
keeping
to
that one out. Never
sticks
mind
it
one.
away.
There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
all very straightforward. That's the execution. It's not me trying to talk up a
Three without
VAI
reply.
going.
This is becoming a stroll. Kolarov, and it's Al-Sharawi. Now the pass.
And realistically, I suppose Manchester City offered
Acknowledges that he
up
should
so
have
much
come up
more
with
against me.
something better there.
Peter, his
than
body
Roma
shape
are
was a
currently.
giveaway before he made the pass.
Same skill
and
level, but
its obviousness was appreciated.
There's something to say for that. Although, maybe even a little bit more of a test
Coming up
against
to
the Roma.
half-time,
Again,
leading,
it could just be the
and
way
things are
my
looking
team
pretty
is
good.
now, what their player conditions been randomly generated as.
Checo.
There's often contributing factors. They're easy to kind of
Zaza.
forget about. Form's a big one, form's a massive one.
Yes.
I was actually sort of advised again, just somebody who works in the game, that if you play with just
Now
see
it's
just the kind of
Checo.
default arrow, so just that
Gone on.
green arrow,
Nainggolan. Schwab.
okay
Plays
condition,
it forward.
fine condition.
Now it's
If you play
Al-Sharawi.
that in exhibition
That'll be a
versus, or
throw.
else if you were to do it in the Master League season or something, you
There is the
would
half-time
get a
whistle.
very,
As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward.
you would get yourself
Halfway
quite a
through the
testing
match, but
experience,
very
but then they're
little
just
to
playing
suggest
fine
that much
to their
will
ability.
change over the second half.
When you throw in the random element,
Peter,
that's when
do
it's
I really
like
need
if a
to say
player
anything,
is
or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Really
on
has
particularly
been an
good form.
astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot
You
help
can't really
feeling that the
tell,
second
so
half will
say in this
supply more.
instance Jekyll was in shit hot form and like I had to play with a down arrow Kimpembe or something, that detail's going to matter, that form aspect. Sometimes it looks like it doesn't. An example of that could be you can go on a nice dribble and stuff like that with somebody who you know is not in great condition. And those things can happen,
Start of another
but what you'll
45
find
minutes.
is that form has an impact on a lot. Not only that in itself, making it maybe a little bit more testing, but execution of final pass, key head, maybe winning a defender, winning a header, tackling, that all takes a wee hit.
Temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
But that's not me trying to explain away and excuse any sense of scripting or anything like that. I just think that is a key contributor to things. And then I guess on top of that then you can have that discussion about, well, where else is the game kind of maybe dicking you over a bit at times.
England.
And it's not just because of some logic to do with form or something.
Kolarov. Juan. Al-Sharawi. And it's Dzeko.
But maybe I'm speaking too soon here.
Whistle's gone, that's
Get a
foul.
free kick here.
The wall's done its job. It's been blocked. Strootman. Hoists it high. Can he
By
finish?
Strootman. Ooh,
It goes to show
Dzeko.
he is human after all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
The other interesting thing, well, the fact is the players have basically got no live updates this week, so it's basically relying on probably what their form stat is. So you have a lot of players in the squad that are not get great form stat. You might see that even though the live conditions off, it's not actually proving beneficial to them in some cases.
Passes it through. Now it's Zaza. It's Zaza! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
It so nearly came off for him.
Got a wee
Yeah,
bit
and you
to
can
be
feel
done
and
trying to
hear
do,
how the crowd are
advanced
reacting
shooting.
to all of
A
this.
bit of work on that. Strootman gets a booking.
Referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Who'd they hit? Good replay. Good replay. Tail end of a
That's a poor
collision.
kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. Gets it upfield. Another piece of really good defending.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
And I was just thinking about this, right? Here's a question for
Don't dive in, try to
fans
pinch
of
it or
football video games.
intercept so nobody can get it
VAR,
behind.
right? What do you think
Played into the middle.
that
Oh,
VAR
that is
VAR
an
becomes more
awful
commonplace,
Oh, look, I
right?
don't want to sound
Do you
too
think they're going to
dismissive,
simulate
but from
that in a
here,
game?
That looks the harder thing to do.
Or give you the option to? Right now, there's a lot of things like see offsides and stuff. It'll do it quickly for you, so I guess we are kind of using some kind of VAR, but it's not too dissimilar from a TV broadcast. I'm talking about the drama of the moment, like, oh well, you know, it is a kind of element of script. Because obviously, it probably be more, maybe just like it was in the England
Chip
game,
through.
you know, ultimately
Good
it was just
interception.
a decision very late in the day. The technology was there, and
Talk about
he's
singling someone out.
Yeah, his
whatever,
instinct
initially
and the
looked at the
timing of
footage
his
and then
runs have
advised it
proven
to the ref.
fruitful, but they have to
He's kind
give
of
him
thought,
a
I
harder
actually think maybe
time
the
like
ref wants
that.
to see this. Whether they can
And
simulate
it's been
something like
taken
that in these
straight
games.
back.
So there's a wee pause, a wee bit of presentation going on. Would that add anything? So admittedly, that's probably more.
Is it in?
I say broadcast
Wonderful
asset.
from
It's
Zaza.
sort of, could well be part of it.
Yet another goal.
The tools
in
that become
an
available to
awesome
officiate, but
performance. They are in complete
I don't know.
charge.
Don't know how I'd feel about seeing something like that in a football game.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have
Angle,
been on.
that.
Yeah, he was on.
He's really, really down about that. He's nowhere near the playing England. He's just looking so crestfallen. Strange moment. Anyway, Zaza on the score
Checks
sheet.
on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little
So
for
I think
the
maybe
player
time
being
for a
taken
couple of
off here.
changes
I think
myself
he's
as
been
well.
made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a
Who will
little
we go
change.
for? Yeah, take a couple of changes pretty much. So Britannia's been good, so Zaza. It's almost tempting to bring it Maradona, see if we can do a mad run with him. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. Why not? He's in good form, eh? Elsewhere, I think I'll give my Pizarro a wee rest. He was good. He was good though, I thought. And finally, give Tim a rest and Bashilion. That'll do.
Federico Fazio.
Drama at the Olympic Stadium as Roma win 5-4.
The managers think about making changes. And it's Perotti. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Played out to the right. He's left his
He's going to run again, Metza. Oh, he's going to put this one away.
He's gone for it. That's just wide.
Yeah, they
He
got
is
away
good at
with
cutting
it,
in.
but that was a defensive
Sometimes
letdown to see him
he's not the
march through
fastest
like
player, fastest feeling player. He's quite heavy feeling, but once he's one of these players that you build the momentum up in a couple of movements, you start to think, right, I could actually really throw somebody off here. A nice player to use. And again, just one of these silver ball players who don't see much on the face of it.
Intercepted. Checo.
I do take a bit of attention to what can be a hexagon, I suppose.
Quick ball forward.
And that's what kind of when I spun Netza, he was just a guy spun with a silver ball, a scout, that could get me a silver ball.
It's been intercepted.
Right winger, I think.
Now the counter. And it's Checo. Hit long and direct.
And I've got him up past level 30 now, so it's going to be interesting to see how. Because it really has. See if there's one thing that's proved fascinating about this game, is that over-levelling process, just how a player really can get better and better at their skill set. It's not that it kind of, it's not the ways it could have been done before, or maybe it has been in the past. It just feels like there's a proper evolution of their skill set. It's not like suddenly they get the ability to do random mad dribbles or acrobatics that are just not in the player, but it's just the only way the computer has of trying to say, right, he's good now, he's really good. It's not, it actually seems quite grounded, although there will be exceptions. Just, I don't know, it has been really quite interesting.
Surely beyond them.
Just kind of playing the game for that reason, if I'm being honest, just levelling up and seeing how players improve over time. It's good. It's one of the simpler pleasures of the game.
In the faces of the opposition.
That was the case in, that's always been the case in
the ball through.
Matches close. But maybe it's, I mean, actually it is, it's good that it exists in the online environment too. There again. So Maradona's in really good form, but he's not bad right
More than
now.
happy to take the muscular approach. Looks to
I just
clip
set
it
that
forward.
up. I just instinctively went for that pass.
Nainggolan.
Because I have scored some belters with Maradona in this game.
Checo.
Kind of, what should we say, realistic for Maradona type belters.
Perotti. It's a loose ball. Strootman.
Really does have a very unique dribble flow. I'm just making sharp here. Making up new terminology. Whatever.
Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Going through. It's quite a run, and he's not done yet. Now it's Maradona. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Whistle's gone, that's a
right,
foul.
I'm going to actually try a set piece here. I've got Ignacio Fernandez. I'm going to use dash and hold. Dash and hold is basically some players dash, some players hold. And I'm finding that as long as I get my delivery spot on, is quite good. It does create these situations like that. It's quite good for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I balls that up, but there's been other instances where I've knocked it on beautifully, or somebody just got on the end of on the end of that initial free kick, delivered a cracking finish. Or, as we've seen in that instance, it just causes enough little confusion initially if the opponent, the defence do get the ball, because there's just a couple of guys that have held back there at the edge of the box. So there's something for them to try and negotiate.
And it set them up.
So an attacking free kick with a defensive nature, a defensive mindset, or cautionary one. Yeah, I might sometimes use the Pez casual, but I ain't no fucking casual. Oh dear. But that was a satisfying victory. Very satisfying. All over them. So 4-1, the Jags. Double amount of shots. Less possession. Yeah, I don't mind that, those passing stats really. AI plays quite chilled out, you know. Even when it can be quite competitive, it does feel quite chilled out, even though it's, you know, it is immersive. Especially if your boys are up for it, you know what I mean. So, Khedira levels up. I'm happy with that. Happy with that development, because it's going to take ages. Unless I make a commitment to level up Khedira, it's going to take ages to get him up past that 30 barrier. I think I'm still looking at 20, maybe 20,000, just over 20,000 experience points to do that. And it's not impossible, you know. You can just chuck trainers in, even do finer scout searches so that you're trying to land the German midfielders, for example. You're going to get a wee bit of kick up from the trainers that way even. So GP reward, which is welcome. Other League Other Asia, sorry. Again, welcome, because it's 3-star, you spin it, you see what you get silver wise. Any contracts on it there? Oh, fuck. Yes, they did. Key players. All three of them in this current lineup. So let's see how much it costs. 4,290, I ain't got enough. Right. And I'm about to have a final against Juventus. Okay. Who could be spared? I do have pretty ample backup, I believe, in defensive fullback slots. Unless I haven't renewed. I most certainly have. I can squeeze a game at Andre Almeida. And I think I will. Now, this means one of the Argentinian boys might have to be spared as well. Nah, they're too important. They're just proving too important. Just to the team shape just now. I know I say this and I could just go into a pool of 140 other players, but I just like to keep players who I like using, you know, whether that be when I'm trying to really kind of get in about the VCOM stuff, you know, just those VCOM matches and getting into top player superstar and stuff like that. I really am about having players who I really like to use at that level against the AI, and also I can take online with confidence, and certainly Acuna and Ignacio Fernandez are among those. Stamina concern with Acuna here. And I did note that Shaw spun Pizarro earlier, after I did. He converted to trainer. I personally think that for Shaw's team and what he's looking to do, it's absolutely the right thing to do, I think. and he'll get a wee decent boost off a guy like that, I would think, on another centre midfielder, regardless who it is. So I do think. I mean, he's not alone in this regard, but that centre midfielder with an anchorman playing style, it's not one I've really used a hell of a lot of, so I'm keen to use it. That's part of the driving factor why I wanted to keep him. Also, the prospect of these two in the middle, two silver ball players who both level up quite handily. We'll see. That'd just be interesting. Taking a very quick break here between matches. Just going to get a drink. 2 secs. So, regard team menu a wee sec. Tons of tactical training. I mean, I could just tactically train so that Pizarro's got the link. What's my manager menu options? Loads of familiarity boost, as well as management skills boost. And see, management skills, do you think it does more than just improves the coach's ability to pick a stronger team, or do you think it genuinely, even though it doesn't maybe show it statistically, it does actually have an impact on leadership and adaptability? I wonder if that's something they should look at, actually, because I mean, that's a manager who, I think the reality is, see if you get a good manager in this game, and it'd be a high costing one, and if you buy it with my club coins, but if they have that kind of an impact on a team's ability to play, then they actually need to bring in what I would say would be levelling up or something for managers. Something so that people who want to approach this game purely and free to play still have something else they can work towards with something that they've got, instead of being sort of steered down the route of having to try and get for that to matter, that you probably do need to go out and get Zidane or Klopp or whoever, and that's what's going to really improve your team. Yeah, I can appreciate that would be the case, but I still think you should be able to work with what you've got and even see that level up. Your investment, getting a wee bit of pay at the game, giving you a wee bit of reward for it. I don't see what's the issue that would be there. So this is the squad I will go with. So I think everybody else get Barcelona or something here. Unfortunately, the option file I've got, the guy who made it had an error with his Juventus kit, so this is going to be a fake Juventus kit. And I think I've got one downloaded, I've just not applied it. I think that's the other thing. Oh, this is going to, I hate saying this. Some of the kind of option files and kit solutions, shall we say, become less of an issue, you could argue, in my club. But still, at the end of the day, I've been able to put Thistle kits I designed into the mode, and that file that you install is quite handy because you'll see kits for other teams as well. Because if it's completely default, you get some default nonsense. So if you've got an option file, even online, if you've got a match or somewhere, if there's a kit match for whatever team the guy's picked, it might not be the one he wants, but as long as you've got maybe something there as well that you've imported, so it matters in that regard. Let's move forward then to a final with Juventus on Superstar, which I'm a little bit fearful of, I'll be honest with you. It's because I've not played against Superstar for a while. I haven't done it in VCOM for some time, although I have recently just boosted up to Superstar level. So, and last week's challenge was not that difficult. And the offline one, definitely not the Suicide Cup. That was just a nonsense. Its only concern is Pamecano's down for it and Mtiti can come in. The only other additional concern is 2 left-footed centre-backs. I think I can live with that. Now, yeah, but I drop them down, Alexandro and Douglas Costa. They're going to keep me busy. Pizarro coming down a wee bit deeper than norm. Acuna's the more defensively capable of these wide midfielders, so I'll just do that. Get Zaza switched up to centre forward, with Petagna being the one that's dropped down a little bit, just so he's kind of dropped back a little bit, wins the headers, holds it up, comes up through him. This is all the intention anyway. Advanced instructions then. Well, defensive on Fernandez alone worked in the last game, so give it a go, and I think I will just go with the previous match's advanced instructions. Different proposition, of course, when it comes to Juventus compared to Roma, but it's one I'm feeling up for, and to be honest, they're not playing their strongest lineup. I mean, attack, yeah, that's sorted itself out, you know what I mean, that's easy enough, but I think that defence could be got at because De Sciglio, as I would know, is actually more naturally a left back. So he's playing out of position, but the game's going to do that if he played that role, say in the last week, one of his previous matches. Asamoah's in. Asamoah's no mug, but at the same time, he's not who they would normally have there, who I believe would maybe be Alexandro. I don't know. My mind's went a bit blank on that one. Mark settings. I'm using 2 centre forwards here. If I do this kind of marking assignment on the defensive midfielder with Zaza, my concern is it's like Petagna's already, I'm dropping him down so that he wins headers. It's just whether it becomes a bit of a cluster in there. Yeah, it's good to have the numbers back, etc., but am I going to be conceding something? I think though, given my wariness, I will do it, and it's on Pjanic, who is a build-up play style player, so does have an excellent range of passing and composure in passing, so maybe Zaza causing a little bother is going to do something for me here. I do appreciate I'm just trying to talk out what I'm hoping for, but yeah, I just want to see if my thought process pays off, I suppose, my approach. I think the kits will just keep the same, but somewhat looking forward to this game, this particular match. In about 5 minutes, I could be saying a whole lot differently. It is Superstar, but hopefully the fucking AI or whatever reads that I've not played against it at this level for a while and it goes easy on me. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but see if you play, keep playing these VCOM Challenge Cups over and over again, even the offline ones, it gets a wee bit harder sometimes, even regular. if it gets the ball, you know what I mean, if it kind of starts to, you know, it can actually string some passes together, get a shot off against you and stuff like that, with a little bit more frequency, and the defending's a wee bit better, just little tweaks, just the more you play it. It does, it'll have peaks and troughs, but it does switch up.
Alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
We have already started here.
Juventus, eh?
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
And they're doing that kind of superstar type play.
A striker with such an assured touch, and whose modus operandi is kind of rolling big centre-backs and unleashing his considerable firepower. And, I mean, this guy can finish. He can really finish.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Definitely playing slow here, as you can see. Just going to see how the field's lining out for me.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Two of them
Alexandro.
in on them there.
Chiellini.
So they are sitting back, both Zaza and Petagna, as you can see here.
And it's Higuain. Over to the left. Breaks on here. Looks like
Pass
a good ball
Petagna.
through. Now
Come
it's
on,
Zaza.
Zaza crossing.
Chiellini just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all or nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
That's what he's all about at that level now.
And he's made certain that won't get through.
Oh.
Higuain plays it into the channel. Alexandro looking to get on the end of this.
That'll do it. Just task well there. I'll give him that.
He'll have a dip! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Yeah, again. Be mindful that he's not quite got a kind of heading skill or anything like that. It's just all raw stats, really. A combo stats.
Questions were asked.
And the playing style.
He's given the answers. Matuidi.
Because if I'd been firing stuff like that to Galabinov, he'd get his head on there and get no problem.
Higuain.
He'd win the header. Where it goes after that is another matter entirely, but you just see more of that from
A real chance to break.
Galabinov at this juncture.
He's got away.
Galabinov doesn't have this in his locker. It's a wee bit of space. He is, he's a different type of target man is Petagna.
Douglas Costa. De Chilio. Dybala. Matuidi. Pjanic. No goals as yet. Dybala needed to come up with a better ball.
Paulo Dybala encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but
Oh,
the pass just
just
lacked pace.
too busy looking ahead.
And it's Matuidi.
Pizarro. Trying to take particular note of your performance in this stage. Oh dear.
Higuain.
That's once I can get by this funk I find
Looks to
myself in
slip
down
it
this
through.
flank.
Quadwo Asamoah.
That'll do. Just get away. Just
Titi
get away.
plays it towards the front. And it's Higuain.
I'll do Pizarro.
That's been one straight back.
I'll do again Pizarro.
Andre Almeida.
So it looks like his playing style is having an impact on his centre midfield play, and it's
So what
maybe
now?
not just a defensive midfielder
Out to the flank.
attributed playing style.
Swung over. Well read, he sorted that out. Dybala tries to get it forward quickly. Pjanic. Pjanic tries a through ball.
Oh, that's good football. Oof.
Oh, he did the hard part right. Lovely
All right.
finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the
Zaza.
picture, but there'll be no
That's
rush to
just
see
up.
the
I
replay
blame
on this.
him. I blame the guy, but I mean, that was all
Dybala.
messing up that. You're coming on pretty strong
Now
here.
the pass.
And that was the one I was worrying about, that 1v1 with Mensah, that one of their wide men, as opposed to it being closer to Mensah.
Oh, that's a waste.
Oh, sorry, Andre Almeida in this case. I think that was Mensah. So, went down the other way this time. Oh, he's just been struggling with the ball. I'm paying him particular attention.
Pjanic.
Wonder if in the second half we should push him up more so he's engaging more with the defensive line as opposed to both defensive line and some midfielders who are dropping back. Oh,
it's Higuain! Oh, great save, real club. The first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying.
Very defensive approach that first half. Very.
But still goalless. Review the first half.
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Let's just see if something like this has an impact. I might need a very long.
Here we go again then.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
From what I've got.
Play for a throw.
Again. Next I just getting that build up.
Goes for the cross. Massively.
Oh, saved by Buffon.
Pjanic. Dybala. Alexandro. Dybala. Matuidi. Rugani.
I take me up there.
Douglas Costa.
They're trying some slow build up here. He's a decent dribbler, is Petagna.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a
ball.
wasted chance.
Shape back, guys.
Asamoah. Alexandro.
I don't want to speak too soon because it's superstar, but even just that the last couple of minutes play or so, it's been good, engaging, but here we go. It's a fair attack, you know, if it does, that's when this is when superstar feels fair. You know, he's taking a couple of touches there, and it's the kind of build-up I would look to maybe even deploy, so fair enough in that regard. It's just when they start some other crap on the wings, I get a wee bit cheesed off.
Matuidi. Higuain. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals.
Full start pass.
Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Not left, and
there you go, mate.
We await the breakthrough.
It was a decent ball. I've never really done anything with
Douglas
it.
Costa.
Whoa.
And it's Higuain. Dybala passes it through. Higuain gets on the end of it.
Well played in Titi.
Andre Almeida. You would think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon.
He's maybe got away with it, he has.
Passes it through. So who's he picking out? Gorgeous control there. He's left his man. Played into the middle.
Never get it.
Keeper has beaten it away.
Never get the cross right there. Worked it well.
De Chilio plays it forward. Played out to the right.
You know what, this has been a cracking second half so far. I don't know what it is, it just felt really good. But
Asamoah.
I just know it's like, it's almost like that egg timer. It's like, it's just going to be a matter of time before just something egregious happens.
Pins it out wide. Deschilio. Is it in?
Oh my God.
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have
I'll
to
just
guess
need to
which
give
one
them
I
that,
prefer.
won't I? That was not... That's came out of nowhere. Alright, I don't know, maybe that is script, I don't know, but it was it's believable enough, innit? It's from out of nowhere. It's not just a ping pong pass. He's done me. Well, Douglas Costa, eh? Got a black ball example there. Look at this. That's a cracking goal. Can't think of anyone who wouldn't be satisfied by that kind of strike. It's just the way he's rolled the defender there. I mean, you could say Burkie should have got it, but it's a guy in his, I think there's a guy in his way. Just enough of his eye, you know, and it matters in this game.
Deadlock broken. It's
Right.
1-0.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown
Defensive
great
instruction
heart
off
and spirit.
Ignacio.
It's there
Keep
to
the
win
wing
from
backs
here,
going.
or dare I say, throw it away now.
And it's Zaza.
Oh dear, they're getting tied up.
Keep
now,
calm
up there.
and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, I've just tried one extra touch too many there with him. Kimpembe.
Higuain.
I am playing and I'm going to be leaving spaces at the back now, but this is how it is.
Out wide to the right. Douglas Costa gets into a good position. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Forward it goes. And it's been
Oh,
taken straight
terrible
back.
pass selection there.
Pjanic. Tries a through ball.
We're getting joy
Douglas
now
Costa
again.
looking to get
Really
on the
great
end of
team.
this.
That'll do.
It is looking
Oh,
like
Zaza's
the
getting
end.
caught in
If anything's
possession
going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance,
As
and
is
it may
Mensah.
do the trick.
These guys are getting some joy earlier. I've no made
It's
substitutes.
Asamoah.
It's falling apart. Ah, well, this happens. He is shattered, isn't he? So it's Maradona. Support striker. A wee bit more advanced. Felipe Anderson will come on for. And Khedira's coming on for thingamabob. Right. Acuna. Up there. You. Up there. Britannia. Up there. Let's just go. Go, 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 go. Probably not even get barely any time to even see any of this in action, but
Alexandro.
he's not reacted to the goal
Higuain.
well enough, I don't think.
It's come loose.
This one's on me.
Asamoah. Now it's Asamoah.
Oh, they're playing well to just
Oh,
kill the
they really
minutes.
should have been made to pay.
It is believable. I'm going to have to be honest here. I know it's just the best thing to do. It seems to be with this game a lot of time is just say scripting, but this just feels like it was a tactical battle. I just
And the
didn't win.
finish. And the shot. This could fall anywhere.
Oh, good grief. They came strong in the end. Came on really strong towards the end here. I'm just not getting it out. And there was 0 in the way of injury
Oh,
time.
fists it
awarded.
away.
And I'm
And that's
beat
that.
in a
So it
final.
ends 1-0, an enthralling game. An agonisingly narrow
It's disappointing,
defeat.
but I can accept it. I can
Summarise
accept
what
it
we've
based
seen
on how the
today,
Com
then,
was
Jim.
playing there.
It's a poor result.
It's just like,
They
you know
offered
what, there's
very
things I
little goal
did
threat,
there
and
that
it's
which
the
weren't
kind of
right, didn't work.
productive
I've
performance
tried to
that
explain it
can
as I'm
drain
doing it.
confidence pretty
That doesn't
quickly.
guarantee
At the
success.
business
Do you
end,
know what I mean? Just
they
because
just can't
I
close
know
the
what I
deal.
want to do doesn't mean I'm going to execute properly.
Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me.
The
That brings us to the
Juventus
end of
were
our
pretty good
coverage.
for their
So
win
from us both,
in
a very
many
good evening.
regards. But so far as the contest goes against AI, it was satisfying. I can walk away from that and go, do you know what? That's what I want for a football game. And I'm talking purely about the contest. Do you know what I mean? How competitive it was. But also about its fairness. I mean, that's all perfectly believable. We can talk about positioning of certain players, bear in mind what I use and stuff like that. I'm telling them to do this. That's a cracking goal. Now let's have a wee, I just want to have another wee closer look at this. So he rolls him, and there, whack. Johnny Castro, where he was in relation to Costa, so as soon as the ball clears Castro, up until it clears Castro, the keeper's lost sight of it there, and that does matter in this game. I think I might still have it in my hard drive. I scored from the halfway line with Renato Sanchez, and it was following Buffon coming out, and just, you know, it was an online match, and I've just hit it with Sanchez first time, and he's kept it low. And when I first seen it, I thought, you know, it could happen, but you know, he's not just kicked it along the ground, he's just hit it at a mid height, and then it's kind of fallen as it's reached the 18-yard box. And bear in mind, you know, Buffon is now completely out of position anyway. And it wasn't until I watched the replay from behind the goal, and you just say, oh, well, actually, there's the two different stages in that ball's flight where the keeper's is not seeing the ball, and it was the final one that really, he did react to it. He just reacted late because he's seen it late. And I don't know, just moments like that, you're like, well, do you know what? It's not always script, or if it's script in the relation to, they have put in AI code that says, you know what, the keeper's vision, sight of the ball can maybe impact their decisions, and that's the case in real life too. So, is it, you know, it's not sexy realism, but it is something that has clearly been, you know, applied to the game, and it's good to see. So we level up from the old 1 to 2 for the new boy. His ball winning is strong, eh? And a 4-star English League scout. Acceptable. What's not acceptable is this rut I'm finding myself in. With GP. And it just seems like now the target has to be playing up to get a renewal on Nicola. And I'm hoping that thereafter I can get some results against AI and you know, AI both in terms of this, so I just ultimately win the ball, and also just in VCOM. I'm kind of reticent to go online now because that demands a strength of squad that I don't know if I've got available to me beyond maybe a game, the odd game or so with some players whom I'm kind of more keen to say, right, I want to be playing online matches with, for example, more use of, say, Dani Alves on that right hand side of midfield. That's something that certainly crossed my mind. Certainly want to try Acuna and Metsa together again in the online environment. Yeah, there's just things I'd like to do with the squad at the moment that's going to probably mean that a lot of online play has to be put in the back burner. Although my stream previous to this one, I've done the online challenge cup twice, 2 attempts and it's done, you know. So that's good. The other online challenge cup is the co-op one, which I was going to show there, but there's no point. We all know, or don't care. Yeah, basically the other one's a co-op, which is actually going to be a pretty good resource, I would think. You know, it's got to be tapped into for a few hours, I think, just kind of getting some GP hoarded and some special trainers. Certainly special trainers would be very desirable at this time. I wish they'd do more, you know, it really is. Special trainers are a rarity. I can understand why they don't want fucking everybody running about with max level Mbappes and stuff, you know, you want it to be, you know, that experience to be earned, but given what it demands to get that done with any kind of anything that resembles rapidly, if you want to put it that way, or steady progression. That requires a lot in the way of spinning, converting, and maybe disposing of players you wouldn't want to really disposed of. But if you were wanting to just max out a guy, you would, that's the direction you go down. I personally would just like to see more in the way of what potential special trainers could be offered for offline play. Again, it's just reward people who, they might actually see a lot of cynics when it comes to my club who are PES players. You might actually see a lot of them actually playing the mode a lot more if there was more that they could get from just saying, right, I just want to play at VCOM as if I'm playing a kind of Master League. I'm just looking to manage a wee squad. And within the my club environment, then more has to be offered with regards to offline. And I'm not just talking about gameplay then, I'm talking about items. I'm talking about stuff that allows you to grow a squad more. Playing offline. But I'm going to end the stream there just now. The likelihood is I will be playing on, but I do want to get myself a snack and stuff and just chill out for a bit. So while it's not really an issue leaving the streaming while I'm doing that, there ain't going to be a lot going on screen. You just hear a lot of background noise. So wrap it up, and I might be back on later, just see if I can do the old first victory of the day nonsense and stuff. But I'll catch you all in a bit.